There are moments in history, moments so extraordinary, they challenge everything we think is possible. Tonight's story is not a legend. It is not a myth. It is a true story of a moment when the impossible happened, reminding us hope is never lost and faith still moves mountains. This is True Stories of When the Impossible Happened. January 19th, 2015, a frozen lake in Missouri. A group of boys runs across the ice, laughing, shouting, and unaware that within minutes, one of them would be declared dead. His name was John Smith. He's a 14-year-old boy, and for over an hour, his heart did not beat. That afternoon, John and two friends were playing near Lake St. Louis in St. Charles, Missouri. The ice looked solid. It wasn't. Without warning, the surface cracked. The boys plunged into the freezing water. Two of them managed to escape, but John disappeared beneath the ice. The water temperature was freezing. Shock sets in within seconds. Survival becomes nearly impossible. Rescue teams arrived quickly. Firefighters searched desperately under the ice. 15 minutes passed, then 20. Finally, they found him. John was pulled from the water, not breathing. No pulse, no signs of life. Paramedics rushed him to the hospital, and doctors began CPR immediately. Still no heartbeat. The body temperature was dangerously low. Medically speaking, there was no hope. Doctors prepared to pronounce him dead. They called his mother, Joyce Smith, asking her to come immediately. When Joyce entered the hospital room, she saw her son lying motionless, cold, lifeless. Machines all surrounding him. Doctors had done everything they could, but Joyce refused to accept what she saw. She walked to John's bedside, placed her hand on his feet, and prayed out loud. She cried aloud, "Holy Spirit, please bring my son back to me." The room was silent. Doctors watched. Nurses stood still. Suddenly, the heart monitor beat. A pulse appeared. A strong heartbeat, 88 beats per minute. After over 60 minutes without a heartbeat, John's heart started beating again. Medical staff were stunned. There was no explanation. From a clinical perspective, the brain should have suffered irreversible damage. He had been dead for over an hour, but John was alive. The miracle didn't end there. John was expected to suffer severe brain damage if he survived at all. Doctors warned the family to prepare for the very worst. But days passed, and then something extraordinary happened. John began to recover. His brain function returned. He spoke. He recognized people. He healed. Within weeks, he walked out of that hospital. No neurological damage and no lasting impairment. A full recovery. Doctors call it medically unexplainable. His mother calls it the power of God and the power of prayer. John Smith's story became widely known. Medical professionals documented the case. News outlets reported it. A film was later made about the event. And to this day, many view his survival as one of the most remarkable recovery stories ever recorded. A moment where medicine stopped and faith began. Some believe miracles ended long ago. Others believe God still answers prayer. A frozen lake, a silent heart, a mother who refused to stop believing, and a boy who lived proves that God still performs miracles. If this story strengthens your faith, share it with someone who needs hope today. Remember, miracles are not just history. For those who believe, God still moves. Subscribe for more true stories of faith and miracles.